Have you ever felt like there is nothing left to discover? The empty spaces on the edge of patch maps of old have been filled, and flags have been raised on even the remotest islands. There are no more frontiers to conquer and explore, no more monsters lurking on the edge of the maps. Not even mysticism can provide us with the thrill of ancient mystery, for science has filled in the gaps of our understanding and seeks to conquer even the spiritual world. New creeds arisen in the modern era, such as spiritualism and the New Age, are characterized by the rational approach of the scientific method. There are no more fairy tales to muse on, no more legends to believe in, no quirky gods to be afraid of. Santa Claus doesn't exist anymore. And after all, we are proud of our progress, boasting our knowledge and despising whoever dares to invoke mystery in the age of enlightenment. Yet, we envy that spark in the eyes of children. We have nostalgia for the time when we felt the magic in the air on Christmas night, when we feared the monster under the bed and were terrified by the latest edgy creepypasta on the internet. We admire the explorers of old and long for the time to come when our civilization will sail across the interstellar void, discovering new and uncharted worlds. Is it escapism? Perhaps, but there is more at work here. It is the natural longing of the human soul for mystery, for frontiers to conquer, knowledge to acquire, secrets to unveil. Or else, why would we be so fascinated by magicians? And so we endure, trapped among sprawling cities of metal and concrete, where the stars have left their place to traffic lights, preventing us from taking a wrong turn, and danger signs forbidding us from stepping out of the hamster wheel of safety. But then, when dusk falls on our neighborhood, and we find ourselves alone at night at a remote bus stop, when we stare at the darkness beyond the last streetlight, or when we peep at the distant glow of the only illuminated window in a tall dark building, suddenly we feel it. The entrancing longing for mystery sparks in the recesses of our soul, the haunting call of the unknown that beckons us to get lost in unfamiliar scenarios, not even in search of answers, but for the sake of embracing the secret, the beauty of not knowing. They call it the night feeling, the sudden haunting realization of feeling lost in a once familiar scenario, now shrouded by the veil of night and transformed into something different, a place of mystery, a liminal space. The concept of liminal space has become quite popular on the internet in recent years and has evolved into an aesthetic genre of its own. It broadly refers to pictures of places capable of evoking an unsettling yet comforting thrill of eerie nostalgia. Most often, they depict places of everyday life seen under a different lens, like at night, and devoid of people. It is in fact liminal spaces that most often capture the essence of the night feeling, for darkness is one of the main features that characterize liminal imagery. The other essential feature of liminal spaces is the absence of people. The usual bustle of life suddenly vanishes, and you find yourself alone in a familiar scenario turned uncanny, no longer a passerby, but the protagonist of your lonely adventure. This is in fact the third feature to define liminal spaces, a familiar setting now shifted, morphed by the night into a dimension of mystery, an upside down, an alternate dimension that makes you feel both displaced and alive. And then, when you suddenly realize of being in a liminal space, when you perceive the thrill of the night feeling, like a gust of cold breeze that smells of wet concrete or fallen leaves, you perceive the mystery that surrounds you, the unknown that has always been there, only you weren't looking. What lays in the dark beyond that fence over there? Who dwells in the attic of the lonely house across the street? Where does that silent path lead to? What untold mysteries foster in the mind of the nocturnal inhabitant that lingers in the dim light of that solitary window, glowing in the dark as a distant star? The universe is graced that mysteries might be hiding just around the corner. All you need to do is to follow that path, jump over that fence, run up that gloomy staircase. But then, you suddenly realize with dismay that it is only an illusion. Night is only a shroud that hides no more than trivialities. Yet, to the eye of the solitary observer, it is you, the mystery that lurks in the dark, the shadow on the street, the observer behind the corner. It is the mysteries of your life and mine that unknown observers dream about and seek, your dark window that they peep at, wondering who might dwell in there. You are part of the great mystery of this world, a piece of the puzzle that forms the manifold pattern of this grandiose reality. An enchanting vista of shadow dreams and endless possibilities that beckon us to explore the labyrinth of this world, if not in person, at least with our mind. And all of this is made possible by the liminal and enthralling feeling of the night. So, do not let yourself be crushed by the ordinary grayness of trivial routines and familiar scenarios. Step out at night and allow yourself to get lost in the liminal stillness of the night, to meditate on the manifold mysteries that surround you, that constitute your very being. Because after all, the truth is that this dark mystery is far truer than our presumptuous knowledge and our fleeting routines, filled with vacuous rituals and tasteless setups, like a cheesy soap opera. So do not be afraid of embracing the mystery and recognize that you don't know, for as Hamlet said, there are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy. This is what it feels like to be truly alive, to stare in the dark, wondering what lays beyond, to meditate on time that passes and to mourn fading beauty, to be scared of the ghosts that haunt old mansions and to dream about mystical creatures that seep through the fabric of reality and allow us to dare hoping that there is more to this life than triviality, always something new to discover, some mystery to solve, or just to muse on at night. Thank you, my friend, for having stayed till the end. I really appreciate it. This is a new channel, so if you like what I do, feel free to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you feel like it, and welcome on board. I'm Johnny Lighthouse. You heard The Johnny Lighthouse Show. Till next time, my friends.